Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all my lovely girls. Okay, today we are going to continue our chapter 10, yeah, environmental sustainability with the 10.2 preservation, conservation and restoration of ecosystems and also 10.3 practices in environmental sustainability. Right, so let's go to the learning standard of the 10.2. At 10.2, preservation, conservation, and restoration of ecosystem. So, in this subtopic, yeah, you should able to define the terms of preservation of ecosystem, conservation of ecosystem, and the third one is restoration of ecosystem. And then the second one, you have to justify the necessity of preservation of ecosystem, conservation of ecosystem, and also restoration of ecosystem. Okay, that are referred to the learning standards that you should cover for today. Okay, we go to the definition of the ecosystem preservation or preservation of ecosystems. Okay, what is the meaning of the preservation of ecosystems or ecosystem preservation? So it is referred to the effort, yeah, the effort made to protect the components of an ecosystem so it will remain in its natural condition. Okay, so the key word here is to protect the components of an ecosystem. Yeah, so it will maintain in its natural condition. Here, for example, we gazetting forests. Yeah, forests as a reserve areas. Okay, what is the objective? To protect from any development activity. Okay, second one, the second terms is ecosystem conservation or the conservation of ecosystem. So what is the definition of the terms? It is referred to the effort, yeah, effort made to restore environmental resources. Yeah, the effort made to restore the natural environmental resources such as water, forest, energy, air, minerals, and so on. So they will continue to exist. Alright, so as you can see from the diagram here, it is referred to the effort, to the effort that made to restore the wildlife. Right? Okay. So, ecosystem conservation. Yeah, ecosystem conservation can be divided into two strategy. Yeah, two strategy. Okay, what are they? In situ conservation and ex situ conservation. Okay, what do you mean by in situ? In situ refer to the on-site. Yeah, on-site conservation. Right? Retain wildlife species in their original habitat. Yeah, retain wildlife species in their original habitat. For example, natural park and also marine park. Alright, okay. And then the ex situ conservation refer to the off-site conservation. Yeah, off-site conservation keep wildlife species outside their original habitat. Yeah, for example, we keep the wildlife in the zoo and botanical parks. Alright, so that is about the ecosystem conservation. Okay, the third term, yeah, ecosystem restoration. Ecosystem restoration or the restoration of ecosystem. Okay, what is the definition of the term? So it is referred to the effort, yeah, effort for renewing and restoring natural ecosystem that have deteriorated, damaged, or destroyed, yeah, due to human activities. Alright, so um, it is referred to the recovery of the ecosystem, yeah, the recovery of the ecosystem that have been damaged or degraded or destroyed, yeah, back to a stable, healthy, and sustainable state, right? So that is referred to the ecosystem restoration. Example of the effort that you can see from the picture here, it is referred to the replanting the trees. Yeah, replanting the trees. Okay, that is referred to the ecosystem restoration. Okay, so I want you to find out, yeah, the necessity for the preservation, conservation, and restoration of an ecosystem. And please do the mind map, yeah? Mind map about the necessity for the preservation, conservation, and restoration of an ecosystem. Alright, so that are referred to the 10.2. Yeah, 10.2. Okay, so now we are going to learn 10.3. Yeah, practices in environmental sustainability. Yeah, practices that we can do, yeah, to maintain our environment. Okay, the learning standard of these subtopics are generate ideas, yeah, related to practice that contribute to environmental sustainability. And then the second one, discuss the status of food security in Malaysia. All right. So we have to generate ideas, yeah, that are related to the practice that contribute to the environmental sustainability and also discuss the status of food. Okay, so first practice that we can do is by using environment friendly transport. Okay, so use environment friendly transport such as bicycle or hybrid and electric vehicles. Yeah? And then we also can practice carpooling. Also can use public transport such as bus, commuters, and so on. Right, okay, and the second type of practice are referred to the energy saving. Energy saving. So the main source of electric energy comes from the burning of non-renewable substances which are fossil fuels such as petrol and diesel. So we have here, we are encouraged here, or we have to use electricity wisely. Yeah, use electricity wisely to reduce the release of the pollutant substances such as carbon monoxide. So how to use it wisely? So we have to turn off electrical switches when not in use. Alright, okay. Okay, next, we also have to have to uh, apply 5 R's 5 R concept. Yeah, 5 R concept. So the disposal of waste material can be reduced, yeah, when we practice 5 R. Okay, so what is the purpose of the 5 R concept? It is to reduce, yeah, the disposal of the waste material. So what is the 5 R? The first R is referred to the rethink. Yeah, rethink. Right? So we think, yeah, think again about what to do with the waste and or say no to the products, yeah, that are harmful to the environment. And then the second R is repair. Yeah, repair, make it usable again. Yeah, repair. And then the third R is reuse. Yeah, we use the same thing again and again. Okay, and then the fourth R is reduce. Yeah, reduce, we use less. Yeah, we use less to save electricity, for example, yeah, to save the water. And then the last one, R, is recycle. Okay, we make new products from the waste material. So we should apply the concept of the 5R: rethink, repair, reuse, reduce, and also recycle. And then, okay, next, the usage of alternative renewable energy. Renewable energy means energy that is generated from the natural resources such as the sun, wind, wave, water, geothermal, and biomass. So renewable energy is cleaner, easier, and safer. Okay, then I think this is the last one. Management of domestic and toxic waste. Alright, okay. The Department of Environment has been given the authority to coordinate waste disposal activities, set the maximum limit of waste production, control license for categories, content, quantity, and risk of waste products, and then upcycling. Waste substances can reduce waste to be taken to landfill site. So, what is the upcycling process? It is referred to the using of the waste material to create a new products, new products which has a higher value and also high quality than the original material. Alright, okay. Alright, so the other practice that we should do is by apply the biological control. Apply the biological control. So what is a biological control? It is a way to control the population of pests using their natural enemies, instead of a pesticide. So it is a way to reduce the usage of pesticide. Alright, so for example, owl as a biological control agent in all palm plantation. Alright, okay. And then last one is water saving. Water saving. Collect the rainwater or reuse water to water plants and wash vehicles. Okay. For example, watering plant using reuse water. Okay. So these are referred to the practices that we should do yeah, that contribute towards the environmental sustainability. Alright, okay, next we go to the status of food security. Status of the food security in Malaysia. Okay, what do we mean by the status of food security? Okay, having an assurance on the availability of food as well as sufficient access to food and safe food utilization. Safe food utilization. Okay, so having an assurance on the availability, and also sufficient access to the food and also the safe food utilization. Okay, what is a halal? Halal refer to the foods are manufactured in clean surroundings using methods which emphasize on hygiene and orderliness during production process. Okay, it's starting from the farm to the final product. Okay, that is referred to the halal food. Okay, other certificate is by GMP and also by HACCP. Right, so the components of the food security. Okay, the components of the food security, there are 4 components. Okay, first component of food security is availability of food. So there is a sufficient supply of high quality food in the local market, yes, as well as for imported food. Okay, then the second component is access to the food. Food can be obtained easily in order to meet the nutritional needs of diets. Okay, the third component is food utilization. The ability of an individual to get enough nutrient by consuming food and drinking clean water, as well as good practices in food processing and preparation. Ability of the individual to get enough nutrient by consuming food and drinking clean water. Alright, so that is referred to the food utilization. And last component is food stability. Yeah, food stability refers to each individual has access to get enough nutritious food at all time. Okay, that are referred to the components of the food security. Right. So I think that's all in the 10.3. Yeah, that's all in the 10.3 that are referred to the practices. Yeah, we had discussed about the practices. Yeah, practices in environmental, yeah, sustainability. So the practices that contribute towards the environmental sustainability, and also the status of the food security. And for the 10.2, we also discuss about the terms of the preservation, conservation, and also restoration. Make sure you can differentiate between these three terms, yeah? Preservation, conservation, and restoration. Okay, please find more information about this subtopic 10.2 and 10. Okay, I think that's all for now. Okay, stay safe. Stay healthy, everyone. All right. Okay. So please read again and again until you do understand the main concept. All right. Okay. That's all for now. Thank you.